Hello, beautiful artistic minds. I said artistic. In today's video, I'm gonna share a blending technique using the Tombow dual tip brush pens. In fact, you can use any water-based pens. They don't even have to be brush pens. Just kind of felt like I contradicted myself. Anyway, blending is a unique and fun way of adding more substance and personality to your letters. And once you understand this particular technique, you will be upping your lettering game to a whole new level. I am Neha from Artpreneur. I share tips and tricks about easy to create art. My current series focuses on modern calligraphy, and today we are going to talk about blending. Not blending in, but standing out by creating beautiful blends. So before we begin with the blending technique, I wanted to show you a few supplies that you will definitely require in order to be able to blend using this technique. Don't worry, I'll link all of these supplies in the description box below so you know where to find them. So let's begin. So the colors that I'm going to use for blending are from the Tombow dual tip brush pen set. I have the 96 pen set, but if you do not wish to buy the entire set of 96 or 108 pens, then you also have the option of going for the smaller sets. I'll link them in the description box below. But the Tombow pens aren't very economical, which is why I'm also gonna demonstrate using some pocket-friendly brush pens by a company called Line Plus. For the sake of demonstration, I chose the colors from Line Plus that were closest to the colors I chose in the Tombow set. So I chose 173, which is a willow green, and then 476, which is a cyan color, and 055, which is process yellow. The Line Plus set doesn't really have a name or number for its colors, but the best thing about these pens is the fact that a set of 20 pens only costs around 1,000 Indian rupees. So before I start blending in, I like to have a base on which I am gonna blend, because I do not want the shape of the alphabet to actually be created on the go while I'm blending. So in the Tombow pen set, I use the N89 or N95, which are very light grey colors. From the Line Plus set, I chose the lightest grey I could find, which is not very light essentially, but I think it should work. Usually for base colors, I would advise you to use colors that will not make your actual colors lose their essence or become lighter or darker because of the presence of a base color. Apart from the colors, you'll also require supplies to blend these colors with. So you can either use this water brush pen or you can use a traditional paint brush. I have chosen a size 0 paint brush because right now I'm gonna draw smaller alphabets and I want my brush tip to be small enough to be able to paint inside those smaller letters. Though I personally prefer using this water brush pen over the traditional paint brush, because first of all, it has this water barrel in which you can store water, and instead of having to dip your nib again and again into water, you just have to squeeze this barrel and your tip automatically becomes wet. Secondly, because it is shaped like a pen, it's obviously easier to hold, and also the brush tip is designed in such a way that you have more control over it. So now that we have discussed the supplies, let me show you the technique. Right now, I'm just drawing a base line with the grey colors that I had chosen earlier. The first one is the Tombow color and the second one will be the Line Plus. As you'll see, the Line Plus color isn't very light and I'm not sure how the blends are gonna look on it, but let's just try. So basically what you'll do is you'll choose the first color you want to blend with and you will fill a small portion of your base stroke with that particular color, and then you will take your paint brush or your water brush pen, and with the water that you have on the tip, you will try and pick up the pigment as much as you can and you will drag it forward, and we'll repeat this step over and over again until we have colored the entire alphabet or the stroke that we are working on. Now we'll try the same with the Line Plus colors, but I'm not very hopeful because of the darkness of the base stroke, but let's just see how this one goes. As you can see, the colors did blend quite well. The only issue was the darkness of the base color. So now I'm gonna try to blend these colors with the N89 as the base color. As you can see, the technique is quite simple and the outcome of blends created using the Tombow and the Line Plus have come out equally beautifully. So basically you don't even need expensive pens to create these beautiful blends. I'm just quickly gonna show you how these blends will look on an alphabet or a word. I'm gonna use both the Tombow and the Line Plus brush pens so that you can see them together and take a decision on which ones you want to buy if you don't already own a set of brush pens. I'm just gonna take a few random colors now and I'll try and blend them together. Basically, by doing this, what I want to show you is that even when the colors are contrasting, with this particular technique, the blends are very seamless because it's like using the wet on wet technique while you paint, right? You take two colors and you put them together while they're still wet and you create the intermediate color. So the blends look very seamless. It does not look like you've suddenly transitioned from one color to another. Before I close the video, I would like to compare this technique to the technique we learned last week. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it here on the screen and in the description box below. Both techniques have their own benefits, but I would just like to compare the two results and show you how they are so completely different even when we've used the same colors. So as I keep blending, you'll notice that the colors come together more seamlessly and the blends are more smooth, but also the colors lose their essence in the sense that after we add water, there is much less pigment in a given space as there would have been if we had used the color directly, which is why the colors in the first technique are much brighter, but the blends are much smoother in the second technique. One way to ensure you have brighter colors using the second technique is by using more color and less water. So that's all for today's video. I hope you had an amazing weekend and you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.